morning, children. So in last session, up to in ray optics, we finished the 4 sessions. This page. So good morning. So so coming to the 5th session of the ray optics. Up to last class, what we discussed, only reflection of the light. So focal length relation, focal length and radius of curvature relations, some nature of the images. So it's based upon the position of the object. Okay, in last class we discussed the ray diagrams of the image and image formation and nature of the image. Now coming to the mirror equation. So it's a very important for any board examination, and the formula what we are deriving here and the formula we are using in numericals. So mirror equation, this mirror equation for both convex and concave mirror. But so we are using a concave mirror. So we are deriving the mirror equation by using of concave mirror. So convex mirror also we can use. So but board point of view they mention in NCERT book only concave mirror. Okay, we'll have discussion. So mirror equation. So for that, I am taking one mirror. So this is a curved surface. So I am taking like this. So this now it becomes what? Concave mirror. And this is a principal axis. So this derivation I given in notes. Just once again you see. So this is one concave mirror. So let us assume there is a center of curvature. Let us assume as center of curvature. This is a P point. P is nothing but pole, and this is a center of curvature. Okay. So when you extend this curved surface of the mirror, so the center point of the curved surface we call as center of curvature. So the focal length is exactly midpoint of the principal focus. Exactly midpoint of the CNP. Okay. So this we know now. So to find the mirror equation, we need some data. So I am taking an object. You can take object any position now. So not at, we already see that if the object at infinity, object at beyond the C, object at C, and object between C and F. Okay. So just I am taking one object here. So object I am taking beyond the C here. This is an object. Okay. This is position of both. Otherwise, next they mentioned as AB. AB. Okay, AB is the object which has a height h naught. Height of the object is h naught and is a object. AB represent here as an object. Okay, so I am taking the rays. So ray diagram, I am drawing the ray diagram where the image will form. Okay, so first ray which is parallel to the principal axis. Parallel to the principal axis and incident on the mirror at a point capital M. So here AM represents the incident ray on a mirror. Okay, when a ray incident on a mirror parallel to the principal axis, it reflected back, okay, and passing through which point? Principal focus. You know that. So the ray which is coming or incident on the mirror parallel to the principal axis. Okay, definitely it will reflect back to the principal focus. So this incident ray and this is reflected ray. Okay, this one. So this is one. I am taking one more. Okay. So one more, what is that? I am taking one ray which is starting from A and incident at a point P. So this is one ray I am taking. A ray incident, second ray of incident. Okay, and it incident with some angle theta. Okay, you know that angle of incident is equals to angle of reflection and from the normal. Okay, let's see. If you take this and it will passing like this. This is a reflector ray from the P. So these both meets at a particular point, you see. So we know that the point where the reflector rays actually meets. So that is the position of real image. So real image will form here. So here A, this I am taking as a dash and this as a B. Okay. So B dash A dash. AB is the object and A dash B dash is the image. The real object, real image. Okay. Now derivation of the Miller equation. Okay, let's see. Okay, here assume that h0 is the height of the object, hi is the height of the image. Okay, that we will discuss later. So this is our diagram. Okay, from this diagram or from the data, so there we know that the distance of image and distance of object we are representing with some few types. Okay, let's see here. Here, what is the distance of object here? From P to B. From P to B. From pole to position of object. So here PB, you see here, PB represent what? P to B or distance of object. So distance of object we are mentioned with what? U. We are mentioned with the U. Is it plus U or minus U? Minus U. Why? Because light incident from left to right, but we are measuring from right to left. So according to sign conversions, PB is equals to minus U. Okay. What about PB dash? So P to B dash. So this is the distance of image. Okay, image of object PB dash. So image distance we can take according to sign conversion minus V. V is represent the distance of image. Okay. Next, PF. From P to F. Pole to principal focus. The distance between pole to principal focus we call as focal length. Focal length. So focal length indicating with F. But here we have to take minus. Why? Because according to sign conversions, we are measuring the all distances. These are distance from right to left or opposite to incident light. Okay, this is. So PB value, PB dash value, and PF value. So we take this. Now derivation. So in this, while you are going to derivations, okay. So I am taking that here similar triangles. So first of all, if you draw a normal, from M on principal axis, draw a normal from M to principal axis, so the incident or the intersecting point is almost nearer to the P. So that's why, so this normal, instead of normal you can take MP. Okay, so this side of this triangle we can take as an MP. Okay, now here we will take the two triangles, so which are similar to each other. So when you will say the triangles are similar, okay, so that is angle at any two angles that you see here 90 degrees. Okay, for this downward triangle 90 degrees. Okay, here I am so if the two angles of any triangle is same, so then we can say that similar triangles. So I am choosing here two similar triangles. By choosing of the similar triangles, we are deriving some cases. Okay, let's see here. First, okay, I am taking one triangle here ABP. So because the angle APB value, how much? This is theta. APB angle. This is a triangle. Remember it. This right angle triangle. ABP. So the angle P is equals to, and here see A dash B dash P. So that is A dash P B dash. So the angle of APB and A dash PB same, because incident angle, reflected angle same. So that's why here. Next, here 90 degrees, here also 90 degrees. So therefore the similar triangle APB and A dash B dash P, similar triangle. Okay, So from that, so if you assume tan theta, okay, otherwise if it is theta, so then what is the angle? Tan theta is equals to AB divided by BP. So assume it. This is theta. So this is also theta, no? Okay. So tan theta value in APB, tan theta value A dash B dash P triangle is same. Okay. So what is the tan theta value in APB? So opposite side. First AB divided by. So from these similar triangles, from these two similar triangles, I am taking the tan values. Okay. So what is the tan theta value? Theta opposite side. What is that? AB. What is the adjacent side? PB. Is equals to. Next, then tan theta value for the A dash B dash P. A dash B dash P. So tan theta is equals to theta opposite side. What is that? A dash B dash. Okay, and adjacent side is what? PB dash. PB dash. Okay, so from this I am taking A dash B dash divided by AB is equals to, that is A dash B dash. I am taking this AB term this side and this term I am taking here. So PB dash divided by PB. Right, this is equation number 1. This is equation number 1. Clear? So this is first one. Now coming to next similar triangles. Okay. So you can here. So what similar triangles I am taking here? Let's here. I will remove the diagram. But before that, so what similar triangles I am taking? Let's see here. This is one parallel line. This is one line, and here angle will be same. So let us assume that this is alpha. This is also alpha. Now in this case, okay, I am choosing the two similar triangles here. A dash B dash F. See this downward. This downward. Next one M P F. This is a triangle. So here also one right angle triangle. So one right angle and alpha also same. So definitely these also same. So all three angles in these two triangles are same. So then we can say that these are two similar triangles of different sides. Okay. Similar triangle. So what triangles I am taking here? Just I am writing here A dash B dash F. A dash B dash F. Next one M P F. M P F. Got it? So this is a similar triangles I am taking. Okay. So from this, okay. So anyway, we are using this two only now. Just I am removing this part. So we need data. Okay. So these two similar triangles A dash B dash F and next M P F. So from that again you can take it. Okay. From these two similar triangles. Okay. Again tan alpha value. What is our tan alpha in this case? Opposite side. What is that? A dash B dash. By adjacent side of this, what is that? FP dash. FP dash is equals to, and here also tan alpha. Tan alpha is equals to, what is the opposite side? MP. Okay, and see here MP is nothing but what you are taking an object, right? Okay, ray is moving from object, right? So MP distance and AB distance are same. So that's why, so this MP is, remember it, MP distance and AB distance are same. Okay. So remember it, because why we are removing the MP, instead of MP we are writing AB. Okay. So first you see that this triangle said that from MPF tan alpha is equals to opposite side MP divided by adjacent side PF. Okay. But what I said, MP, the distance or the size MP is equals to AB. So from diagram. So therefore this equation will change as A dash B dash by FP dash is equals to NP is nothing but AB divided by PF as usually. Okay, got it? Now in first equation what we have? A dash B dash by AB. Here also we have to take same derivation. Okay, so no need of this diagram now. So because from using of diagram, in diagram, so we choose the two set of similar triangles. These are one set of similar triangles. These are one set of similar triangles. From the two similar triangle set, so we derive the equations 1 and 2. Okay. Now coming to already we taken this point. Okay. What is that? A dash B dash. So then from these two equation, A dash B dash divide with AB is equals to, and this FB dash I am taking here and AB I am taking here. So then what we get? FB dash divided by PF. So this is equation number 2. Equation number 1, equation number 2. Okay, equation 1 and equation 2 both are similar. Both are same. Here A dash B dash by AB. Here A dash B dash by AB. So both give the same value. So therefore from equation 1 and 2. So what will take? PB dash. So these values are same. Then PB dash divided by PB is equals to, what is this? FB dash divided by PF. So this is our main equation number 3. So if you got this, almost we finished. Okay, almost we come to end the part. Okay, so what we taken? So we draw the diagram. So in the diagram we taken the two sets of similar triangles. So from the first set of similar triangle we derived equation 1, and to the second set of similar triangles we derived the equation number 2. Okay, equation number 2. So but equation 1 and 2 both are same. Okay, both so that is both give the same value. So by comparing by equation 1 and 2 we got equation. See, the LHS sides are same. Then obviously RHS sides also same. So I am equating the RHS sides of this equation 1 and 2. So we got equation number 3, right? Now substituting of values here. Okay. So already given the notes, this one detail what I given in notes, same data I am mentioning here. Just you can refer the notes if you not understand. Just you see it. Then I am drawing the diagram to substitute these values again. Okay, see here, once again I am drawing the diagram. So what we taken? One principal axis, one mirror. Okay, this rough diagram taken. Okay, so maybe we taken this one, AB, line incident at a point M and reflected back through the F. This point is P, and I am taking the one more line which is incident at a point P and reflected back through this. So here, what is this? B dash, A dash. So this is simple structure of the diagram what we taken. So here two similar triangles what we taken. First set is this one, this one. This is the first set of triangle. What is the second set? A dash, B dash, F and MP, F. These are the two sets of the triangles. Over now. Now coming to PB dash. What is PB dash represent here? Already discussed. Minus V. PB represent what? Minus U. Okay. PF represent the minus F. Okay. So PB dash value, PB value, PF value. But FB dash value we don't know. Okay. So for it, I am writing PB dash by PB is equals to, so denominator value PF we know, but I want this distance. how to find this distance? So I am changing this data like this. Okay, we know PB dash, we know the PF. If you remove the PF value from total PB, so that's it, I am writing it right. PB dash, that is this term. And by removing of PF, PB dash by removing of PF. So what you got? Only FB dash H, FB dash value will get. So I am changing FB dash as like this by taking the reference of diagram. Got it? Now substitute the values. Substitute the. So I am taking the equation number 3 and substituting here. Got it? Okay. So what is the PB value? Now I think no need of this diagram because we taken the reference, okay, of the diagram by to write the FB dash value. To write the FB dash value. Now, so what we have? So PB dash by PB is equals to P dash B. Okay, what is the PB dash value? Minus V. What is PB value? Minus U. Is equals to PB dash minus V, PF. So PF value minus F, minus of minus F, and PF is minus F. Okay, then get cancelled. So then V by U is equals to, so minus V plus F divided by F. Okay, now we need to solve this equation. Okay, how to solve? Just you take that, divide this F, V by U, so minus V by F plus 1, right? Okay, plus 1. So V by U minus V by F plus 1. Okay, so just you can go through that. Otherwise you can cross multiply also, no problem. If you take the cross multiplication, that also okay. Okay, I will go through that one. Okay, any manner you can do it. Okay, just I am removing this one because already we have equation number 3. The equation number 3 we modify like this. Okay, I will go through the cross multiplication. Okay, what you get? FV is equals, this term will go like this, F minus V into U. F minus V into U. FV is equals to FU minus UV. Okay, FU minus UV. Okay, here common factor is what here in this case F. Okay. So if you want to take one positive term here or F value here, F is equals to. Okay, you will take this term F V minus, otherwise we'll do one thing. UV term take this side and F term that side. UV equals to FU plus F minus F. Okay, so by taking off reference of this, okay, so you will get that. So sorry, here minus F will come. Sorry, you are forgetting. Sorry, the small correction. Here minus F, we forgot minus F. So then what we get by cross multiplication, minus VF is equals to minus UV and plus FU. So minus F1, we forgot this. So by cross multiply you will get this. Okay, take the F term that side, UV term this side. UV is equals to this minus VF will go that side and plus VF, or plus VF and plus UF. Here F is common in both cases. So UV is equals to, if you take F, V plus U. Okay, now the equation will come like this. F is equals to, okay, you can write F is equals to or 1 by F is equals to. So what I am taking now, F is equals to, what you get? U plus V by UV. This is over actually, this is over. So but while you are finding the power of the lenses, we have to take the reciprocal of the focal length. Reciprocal of the focal length. So in that case, I am changing this. Then what is the 1 by F value? We got F value. What is the 1 by F? Then it will interchange. UV divided by U plus V. Sorry. uv divided by u plus v. Otherwise, just you do one thing, just you will get the calculation. Okay, so what we have, v by u is equals to v minus f minus v by minus f. So vf value also you can take it. So by solving of this completely, we get the equation 1 by f is equals to 1 by u plus 1 by u. And solving of this equation in any manner, that's your wish now. You can solve in any manner. Okay. So finally you will get the equation like that, 1 by f is equals to 1 by u plus 1 by v. So in text, if you take the textbook NCERT, so they will mention up to here and then directly they will give the equation. So actually no need to derive this part. Okay. So our aim is what here? We have to take the 1 by f is equals to 1 by u plus 1 by v. So this is what mirror equations. Okay. So mirrors equation. So what is the mirror equation? 1 by f is equals to 1 by u plus 1 by v. And I given the clear notes on this. Okay. You can refer the notes. So by solving all this, you will get the 1 by f is equals to 1 by u plus 1 by v. You can solve in any manner now by cross multiplying, otherwise taking dividing of this f on both sides, then your wish. Okay. So this is mirror equation. So once again, if you take the printout of notes, just you see that just what parts we are seeing in this. First we draw the diagram. Okay. In the diagram, what we taken, we assume an object AB which is placed beyond the C. Okay. So we taken the two lines. One line is parallel to the principal axis, incident at a point M of the mirror and reflected back through the F. Okay, that is the first ray is over. Next, another ray which is starting from the object. Okay, incident at a point P pole and reflected back the same angle, and the reflected ray will both meet between the C and F, because we know that the object is placed beyond the C, image will form between the C and F, that is already discussed. So from that, okay, that's the first part is over, explaining of diagram. Second one, identifying of two similar triangles. So for the two similar triangles, how can you say that similar triangles of different sides? You should take the angles. If the angles of triangle, three angles of triangle is equals to the another triangle, so the two triangles we said to be similar. So we take the two triangles. What is that? A dash B dash F. So first set is what? A B P. A B P 1. A dash P B dash P is 1. So that is from the one set of triangle we derived the one equation. Equation number 1. Second one is what? MPF and A dash B dash F. These are the two similar triangles. So from that we got another equation. The equation 1, equation 2. By comparing of that, you will get the equation number 3. Then substituting of the values which we got in equation number 3. Okay, then you will get the equation 1 by f is equals to 1 by u plus 1 by v. This is a mirror equation. Now coming to so very important question, this is a mirror equation. Now coming to the next part, linear magnification. Magnification. What it means, magnifying? If you take an object here, this is what similar size, what I am saying, that is the original size. If I see this object by using of another optical instrument like mirror, okay, we are discussing about mirrors. So if I see this object, okay, in a mirror, in plane mirror same size now. But if you use a concave or convex mirror, so then what you will see, you may see the smaller image or larger image. So this smaller and larger images is depend upon the position of object. Based upon position of object, the smaller and larger size varies. Okay. How to find? How to say that the image is erected or image is inverted, okay, and it is diminished size or enlarged size? How we can say? By knowing of linear magnification equation. So what is linear magnification? Linear magnification of mirror. So this we are indicating with M. So in few cases you can mention ML also. L means for linear, linear magnification. So this is another type, longitudinal aerial. So that may use in competitive examination. But in PU point of view, we have only linear magnification, and aerial also sometimes we are using. Okay. Now linear magnification. So linear magnification, that is ML, that L represents linear here. Okay. So what it refers? Okay. How we can define? So it is defined as the ratio of size of the, that is size nothing but here height. Okay. Height of the or size of the image to size of or height of the object. H means what? Height from the principal axis. Height of the image. So height of the object H naught. Height of the image HI. So the ratio between height of the image to height of the object H naught. We refer it as the definition we call as linear magnification. So this is a linear magnification and it is equals to. So the linear magnification HI by H naught is equals to minus V by U. So remember this equation. So because very important, and how this HI by H naught is equals to minus V by U will come. So I given the definition, derivation and notes. Actually that is not required for board examination, but you should know how it comes. Because this is enough to identify or knowing to solve the diagrams. But why minus V by U will come and okay. And here the points. If linear magnification is greater than 1, this M value is greater than 1, okay, then it is what? Enlarged or bigger size. So enlarged image, you will see the enlarged image if M value is greater than 1. If M value less than 1, okay, small size, smaller image, and diminished, enlarged. Okay. So this M value, if M value is greater than 1, then you can say that. How to find the M value based upon this? See here, image size is more compared to object size. For example, object size is 5 centimeters, image size is 10 centimeters. Then what is M value? 2 only, no? Twice. So greater than 1, so it's enlarged image will form. If size of the image is 5 centimeters, so size of the object is 5 centimeters, image is 2 centimeters, then 2 by 5. 2 by 5 is less than 1, right? In that case, smaller images. Okay. So this is one point. Next, if M is positive, okay, from this one we can say that either image enlarged or smaller size. From this, if M is positive, the image is erected. Erect image. M value is positive, plus 2, plus 3, something. So the image erected. If M is negative, inverted image. As you know that how you can say that image is real and virtual is based upon this concept. You know that, okay? M is positive, M is negative. So these 2 points you should remember that. It's very important for competitive also. So M is what? It's a ratio between size of the image to size of the object. So nothing but minus V by U. If M is greater than 1, that you will see the enlarged image. If M is less than 1, you will see the smaller or diminished image. Next one. If magnification, that's value is positive, okay, magnitude positive, so you will see the erected image. If magnification, you will get a negative term, then it is inverted image. Okay. So these are the points regarding the linear magnification. So then, and the derivation of this given in notes, just to follow it, but it's not a necessity for board examination. But you should know how it comes. Okay, just to refer the notes, and I given a few points also. So what I discuss here, the points I given as a note. Now coming to next topic, small topic, power. And okay, meanwhile we'll discuss about aerial magnification. I said no, linear magnification is ml. Okay. Next, aerial magnification. Aerial magnification. So what is aerial magnification? Okay, if it is linear type of object, okay, for example 2 centimeters one chalk, okay, 2 centimeter, 5 centimeters. The image is 10 centimeter. Again, it is linear size now, linear shape now, you know. Okay, in case of linear, you can see the linear magnification. Okay, instead of linear bodies, if I take one square or one plate, okay, then how it appears? So square nothing but it has area, two-dimensional body. So the image also completely enlarged along the area. That means all in length and breadth. So in that case, area increased. So how to find the area or magnification of that area? So that is called aerial magnification. There is a simple formula. Remember it. How to find the aerial magnification? So if I mention aerial magnification as AVA, okay, so then it is just multiply 2 times. That is square of the linear magnification. This is one shortcut. So the definition is what? Area of the image to area of the object. The 2 times of linear magnification. If you know the ml value, that is linear magnification value, square it, then you will get the aerial magnification. So this is for only mirrors now. Okay. So there is a few concepts there, longitude, magnitude also, but it's not necessary for PU. Let's see. Now coming to power of the mirror. So we are discussing about mirrors only. Power of the mirror we are indicating. See here, the power. What power refers here? In case of kinematics, power nothing but the rate of doing work. But here mirrors are doing what work? Okay. Here power nothing but how that mirror will magnify the object, or how the how that mirror will diminish or converges the object. You see that concave, convex mirrors. Okay, concave mirrors and convex mirrors. Okay, diverging and converging mirrors, you can say. So diverging is what? Which is diverges or which is enlarged the object. Converging mirror. Okay, which is converges the light into particular point. So this based upon that, we can say that mirrors as a diverging and converging. Okay, if I take one mirror, it will that is comparing. How can we find the power? So the power nothing but the ability of mirror which converges the light. Okay, so if one light is converging more, okay, so one mirror is converging more light, okay, more converging, so that has more power. Another mirror of same, but it converging less amount of light, so that has less power. So that is ability of mirror which converges our light. Okay, so ability of light to converge. So how to find that power? Okay, remember that power is a numerical. Okay, power is a reciprocal of focal length. But in case of mirrors, we can say that 1 by f. So remember this. So the simple definition for the power. So power is nothing but it's a reciprocal of the focal length of the mirror. Okay. So I given a clear explanation regarding it, but board point of view it's enough. So you want the detailed explanation, you can refer the NCERT, otherwise just you take it. Okay. So with ray diagrams and everything I given number of examples. So but basically power is nothing but it's a reciprocal of the focal length. So in case of mirrors you will say that minus f. Okay. Okay. Here f refers what? Focal length. So now what is the units? The units. Okay. Power. So 1 by what is that? F is what? Length. That is meter. So SI units. So 1 by meter. That is what? Meter minus 1. And what is CGS units? Okay, if you take the focal length in centimeter, 1 by centimeter, that is centimeter minus 1. Okay. In case of mirror, power of the mirror, the meter minus 1 or the SI unit of power of the mirrors. Okay, also refers as a diopter. diopter. What is 1 diopter? 1 diopter is equals to 1 by 1 meter or 1 meter minus 1. Okay, or 1 by 100 cm. So that is 1D. Generally, if you go for eye checkup, they will mention power of your eye minus 2.1, minus 1.25 something. Okay, it's a lens. It's not a mirror. So in case of lens, they will mention minus 1.25, minus 0.25, minus 0.5. So that is what negative power for your lens, eye lens. Okay. So but here in case of mirror, so anyway, so power unit it is same for both mirror and lens. So what is the unit? SI unit? Diopter. So for 1 diopter is equals to 1 by meter or 1 by 1 meter. Otherwise 1 by 100 centimeters. 1 by 100 centimeters. Remember this. So this is a power, and for concave and convex. Okay. So converging mirror nothing but concave mirror. Converging mirror nothing but concave. Concave mirror is a converging mirror, for the power is positive, and convex, in case of convex the power is negative. So concave mirror also called converging mirror, okay, and convex mirror is called as a diverging mirror. Okay, so this is about the power. So what we discussed today, mirror equation, just you again you'll go through the diagram. Each and every point how I discuss the same data I given in notes, just to follow it once again. So very important and compulsory long answer point of view question it is. Next, coming to magnification, I given extra data including comparative data also including notes, just refer it. But then we discuss about the magnification, that is linear magnification and aerial magnification. So in short way, but detailed explanation I given in notes. Next, coming to power. So what is power? The ability of the mirror to converge light or diverge the light. So what is power? It's a reciprocal of the focal length. So negative term, and the SI unit and CGS unit. So that for a concave mirror, nothing but converging mirror, power is positive, and convex mirror, so it's a diverging mirror, so power is negative. So based upon this power also you can say that positive or negative, either it is concave or convex mirrors. Okay. So this is about first part of the ray optics, that is reflection part is completely over now. Okay.